Hi there, this is Erika Ferenczi on video number 3 of our training series, Rise to Success Now, 3 simple steps to your ideal clients, consistent income, and ultimate freedom. And I am super excited because we're here today ready to go into video number 3, called Show Me the Money Baby, where I will teach you how to convert and enroll more clients while selling from a place of honesty, integrity, and service. Before we go into today's teachings, I want to remind you as to why we are doing this in the first place. I am doing this because my mission in this world is to help you become financially free, to help you expand your business and become the most confident, unapologetic, and strong entrepreneur that you can become. That is what I call on your terms, making money by doing what you love to do. Now, in order to do that, there are 3 things that you need to have in place. First of all, you have to have your mindset in the right place, meaning your head has to be in the right place so you can be focused. And we covered that on video number 1. Number 2, you need to be able to market yourself. You cannot be the best kept secret in town. You have to be able to convey what you do, why you do it, and how can you help people. You need to be able to entice, engage, and enroll people into your services, into your vision, into your programs. We covered that on video number 2. And today is video number 3, where we will talk about how to bring all these things together and turn them into paying clients for you. We're going to be talking about the part of enrolling clients into your services and inviting clients to work with you, and how to do that from a place of certainty and confidence, with honesty and integrity, with the whole idea of helping more people. As I promised at the beginning of this video series, I've packed into these videos as much information as I believe you can possibly take in this amount of time. But I also know that you won't have a life-transforming and long-lasting results with only 3 videos. At least I've never had. Believe me, you need more support. And because I would love to give you more, much more, I am offering you a very cool resource. Below this video, you will find the link to join me this coming Tuesday for a free training class entitled Desire Decisions Client Freedom. 4 effortless steps to expand your business, skyrocket your profits, and rise to the success you desire and deserve, where I will share with you my proven system on how I have been able to easily and consistently expand my business to a place where I'm able to do the work I love, be present for my family, take vacations and time off, and still produce consistent money while being on purpose for my clients and myself. And because you're part of this video series, I have a spot reserved for you. But I want to encourage you to pause the video, jot it down in your agenda, or even better, click the button below and sign up now. This will be a teleclass in which we will spend our time going much deeper in the teachings that I've given you here. Also very cool new ones on how to create profits in your business consistently, how to know what you truly want, you, not other people but you, how to make decisions with certainty, how to get and attract the real and right clients for you and for your practice, how to get the conviction and determination you need to create consistent cash flow, and how to take action according to a proven plan. The truth is that if you do not learn to listen to your desires, get the courage and conviction to make powerful decisions, take action, and learn to market your service and enroll clients, your results will always fall short of what you truly want to achieve. So if you do that, you will continue in the cycle of frustration and doubt until fear creeps in, your enemy, demotivation, shows up, and bam, you give up. Do not fail, entrepreneurs give up. So don't be one of them. Below this video, you will find the link to that teleclass. Click there and reserve your spot right away. Oh, pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. I am assuming you jotted down that information and you registered already, right? Okay, let's go into today. Today we're going to be focusing on what you need to do to convert and enroll more clients while coming from a place of integrity, honesty, and service. And today it's all about the enrollment process. For that, we will cover basically two things. One, the mindset you need to embrace for selling, meaning the inner work. And also two, the process, the actual steps during the sales conversations, which are the actual steps, the outer stuff. Let's talk about the first point, mindset. My first experience with being an entrepreneur was when I was around 7 years old. I was kind of bored during the long summer vacations, and where I lived, going to summer camps was not common. So I needed to find something to do, and I needed money to buy the toys I wanted. So since I was living in a complex where there were many buildings and a lot of kids, I convinced my mom to take me to buy candies in large quantities. She would take me on her weekends off, and we would go to a special wholesale store that was far away from home, and she would buy me boxes and boxes of candies. We would go back home with these huge amounts of candies. I would set up my table in the complex and sell the candies during the week. Then, when I sold everything and I made a profit, she would take me again to buy even more candies at this time. At the end of the summer, I usually had a pretty decent amount of money to buy the toys I wanted. And she was happy to give me the money that I was missing. The most important part is that I enjoy the process. I was entertained and I was doing something productive. But why am I telling you this? Because at that age, I had not preconceived ideas about sales. I had no shame about selling. I was not doubting anything like most kids do. My kids constantly ask me to set up a lemonade stand on the weekends outside our house so they can sell lemonades and old toys and whatever they can. But when we grow, we learn to have all sorts of stories and ideas regarding selling and offering our services. And here is when you get into trouble. This is very important to overcome because, as you know, if you're in business and you have your own business, the only way in which you will have consistent income and achieve financial freedom is by mastering the arts of sales. No matter what your profession is, or your business is, or your modality is, whatever that is, you will have to embrace selling. And to do that, it's important to start for understanding it and doing it constantly. Every single company in the world, from the smallest venture to the largest company, every single business in the world is moved through sales. And none of them stays in business unless they're able to sell. So you're aware that if you're in business, you will need to be able to make money. Otherwise, you're not in business. And for you to stay in business, you have to make friends with this idea of selling and money. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that when you're in business, selling is the process of being of service. I'm going to write that down. Selling is the process, so equals, of being of service. I know you're great at what you do. You have this great product, or you have this great service that you provide, but if you're not able to sell, people won't be able to benefit from your offerings. I know you're offering a solution. Now, as a business owner, it's your own responsibility to be able to sell it, to sell that as a solution to the problem, and that is the only way by which you will be able to help people. So the first thing that I would like you to understand is that when you're selling, you're not doing a disservice to anyone. You're not scamming anyone. Quite the contrary. When you're in sales, when you're selling, especially when you're a heart-centered entrepreneur, your sales is your way of delivering your service, providing a solution to your prospects or your potential clients. In other words, this game is not about you. It is about the people you help. Okay, number 2. You need to know of selling is a process of influence and leadership. I'm going to write that down. Selling is the process or equals influence and leadership. I'm going to explain that more in a second. Influence and leadership. You have to be able, when you talk to people, to talk to them from a place of certainty and belief, not only in which you are selling, but a belief in them. You need to believe on your product as much as you believe in your prospects ability to create what they desire to create and their opportunity to live a different life. You need to believe in their capacity and in their ability, and you need to be able to see the opportunity much more than they can see it for themselves. You need to imagine that when you are with a prospect on the phone or in person, it is like if you were on the top of a building or in the top of a mountain and you can see everything underneath, but they can't. You are in a different place of consciousness. You know so many things that they don't know, but you need to convey the possibility in that conversation. That is why it is your responsibility, your duty to embrace sales fully, to better serve your clients. As I mentioned a bit ago, the process of selling is influence and leadership. So let's talk about leadership and influence for a second. Listen, in life we are all leaders and followers at the same time in different moments and in different situations. If somebody tells you that they are always a leader, they are mistaken. So let's write this down. We are always leaders and followers. And depending on the circumstances, right? What position you roll will depend of what is that you're going to accomplish. Are you going to be a leader or a follower? It's in your own ability to navigate and to dance, if you will, through being a follower, leader at different moments, depending on your calling and the situation, which is going to make you a more powerful human being. Sales, when you're in a selling situation, you need to be the leader. I really want you to write this down. The process of selling is the process of helping the prospect make a decision that is going to change the course of their lives, their business, their health, their relationship, whatever that is, in spite of their fears and their tribulations, their insecurities. This is really important. The key word is in spite. When you are in sales, you need to be a rock for your prospects, a guide of certainty and belief and leadership. And to embrace your leadership position is to operate from a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of energy with more power and more confidence. This is something that I teach in depth at my business retreat, the I Rise to Success Business Immersion Retreat. So if you're ever interested in that, please send us an email to admin@erikaferenczi.com or reply to any of the emails you've received from us, and we will give you more details about that opportunity. You can also go to www.irisetosuccess.com and you will be able to get more details about that. But for now, let me teach you in as condensed as I can the process of leadership. To become a powerful to operate with and from a different consciousness, a different belief system based on two premises. So I want you to write this down. This is really a 7-step process, but for the purposes of this video series, I will explain it to you in 2 steps. When you want to be a powerful leader, you need to come from 2 premises. Number 1, leadership. Number 1, everything is an opportunity. Is an opportunity. And again, I will explain more about this in a second. Okay? Number 2, there are no coincidences. There are no coincidences. So the thing is that really every conversation is an opportunity for both you to enhance each other's lives. You need to hold a certainty about what I just shared with you in order for you not to doubt, not to go into fear, and just relax and be able to get in the flow of the conversation and be able to dance with your prospect, while at the same time being able to be completely present to what is happening for you and what is happening for them, all while maintaining your position as a leader in that conversation. So one more thing, when you go to sales, the conversation, it's always about them, not you. So remember, always about them, meaning always about the prospect, never about you. What is that this person needs? What is that it's truly happening? What is that is really happening for this person? Let's go into the next point, which is actually the process during the sales conversation. Regarding the process to follow during a sales conversation, one of the first things that I want you to understand, like I said, is the conversation is not about you. The sales conversation is about your prospect. And why? And that is why you must never, ever, ever bring your own stuff, your own insecurities, and your own doubts into the sales conversation. It is not about you. The moment in which you are engaging in a conversation with a prospect, that moment you need to be able 100% be able to be 100% present to what is happening for them, and it's not about you. Don't ever get offended, sad, take anything personal. Your obligation in that moment is to make it about them. The truth is that your purpose is to be present and then leverage your expertise in that conversation at your highest level possible. Deliver with the highest level of conviction and certainty that you're able to have. The next point is that you need to have a process. You need to have a process to follow the conversation. And this is really important because what you don't want to happen is to jump on the phone with a prospect and you're just asking this question and that question, and suddenly it leads nowhere. I suggest you get very clear on what are the questions you would like to ask your prospect. So let me walk you through this process. When in a sales conversation process, okay, is you get very clear on what are the questions you would like to ask your prospects. I would walk you through these questions, but obviously we don't have enough time to do this at detail. I will keep it short, and I also invite you again to join me for our 90-minute training, Desire Decisions, Clients Freedom, 4 effortless steps to expand your business, skyrocket your profits, where I will teach you and I will go into all these teachings much more depth and more detail regarding the topics of mindset, marketing, selling, enrollment, confidence, much more. Below this video you will find a link to sign up for their call. So if you haven't done that, go and do that. Just click the link below and the details will be sent to you right away. So the sales process. Want to ask your prospect is, what is your biggest challenge? What is your biggest challenge regarding the topic you have, whether you are a health coach or a relationship coach or a lawyer or a financial expert, whatever your topic is and your modality is, what is your biggest challenge, right? Because you really need to learn from them what is that in their mind is their most pressing problem. You have no idea how many times I've jumped in the phone for a sales conversation or a discovery session with somebody and they don't know what I need, right? This is the magical question, because you cannot help somebody if you don't know what their problems is. What their problem is or what their problems are. You need to ask that question. What is your biggest challenge, or what do you need? Usually when you ask this question, take some time to really think about this, right? Because they are maybe not clear on their own. What do you need? This question you can ask is, what do you want? Okay, so we are here in this situation. I have this challenge, and I believe I need this. And then, okay, what do you want instead, right? What is your perceived problem? What do you want instead? When you ask your biggest challenge, what is your perceived problem? When you know this, you can deliver value. So you can tell them, based on your expertise, what is that they should be doing? What is that you suggest? After that, you would present them with an offer. If it's applicable, if you can help them with what their problem is, you make an offer, and then you make a close. Like the main processes that you will take people through the sales conversation, but not, obviously in between there are other steps, but these are the general terms. Ask them what their biggest challenge is. What do you think you need? You ask that to the prospect. What do you want instead? Where do you want to go? If you don't tell me where do you want to go, I cannot tell you how to get there. When you tell me where you want to go and I know what your problem is, then I can diagnose. Then I can tell you what do I believe that you need to be doing to get there. So that's when you deliver value. And after that, if it's an integrity with you, with them, you can help them solve the problem, you make an offer. And when you make an offer, the next part is you close the sales conversation. So that is the process that I followed every single time when I jump with my prospects on the phone and I need to understand what is that they need and if I can help them. So let's recap on what the points we have touched today have been. When you're in business, sales is your way of delivering service. Sales become your way of solving a problem and delivering value to your prospects. The process of selling is the process of influence and leadership, confidence, and be able to lead. It is responsibility as a business owner to be able to get better at sales and embrace them fully. And you can absolutely sell from a place of honesty, compassion, and integrity. It is your responsibility as a business owner to provide a solution for a problem your prospect has. And you cannot do that unless you sell your product or your service. And that is your way, that becomes your way of helping people. Lastly, I walk you through the process of the sales conversations. And what are the questions you should ask. So remember, join me for my upcoming training, Desire Decisions, Clients and Freedom, where I will take you and we will dig deeper and dive deeper into all these steps that we've seen in these 3 videos: mindset, marketing, and sales. I will talk to you in much more detail about all these processes. So just find the link below, click the link and register, and I will see you there. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I am looking forward to following the conversation with you in that training. If you have any questions, please feel free to send us an email at admin@erikaferenci.com, FERENCZI, erikaferenci.com, or reply to the email, any of the emails you've received from us. Thank you so much for being here. This is Erika Ferenczi, and I will see you at the training. Goodbye.